So I have patiently been waiting to record this video for about 2 to 3 months now. This is a video that I wanted to create during the first half of January. And this is not going to be your standard Lego reselling video. So if you came here for that, I guess I need to apologize. You're more than welcome to stay. You might find it entertaining. And as always, I would love to hear the feedback in the comments section below. Today we're going to be talking about content creating on YouTube, specifically in the Lego space, and a little bit more narrowly in the Lego reselling space. Now, I have been doing Lego YouTube videos since 2016, and I've been doing YouTube videos probably since around 2012, 2013. And what I think I might do is we're going to make this maybe a 2, 3, or 4-part series. I'm going to do one of these videos every quarter of this year, or try to at least, right? I understand that this is a Lego reselling channel, so I don't want to bog this channel down with other types of content, even though this will be somewhat Lego related. So I'm going to do my best to make this video under 20 minutes. Hopefully it will be under 15 minutes, but we're just going to get into it. Now, before I start, I just want to make it clear that by no means do I consider myself a Lego influencer, even though there have been quite a few people that have called me that. I consider myself a content creator. And to be honest, if you are a working YouTuber, somebody that puts in a lot of hours a week, I really think it benefits you to have that label as content creator instead of influencer. I think that there are some people out there in this space, not to be unkind by any means, that love to give themselves the label of influencer, where do they put out videos? Sure, but I think it's better if you refer to yourself as a content creator, because I think that gives you more focus and you're able to do what you want to do, and eventually you may have some benefits that some of the influencers out there have. I also want to mention that I did invite other Lego YouTubers to kind of have a collaboration on this specific video, and 3 of them said no. For some reason, I think they thought that this was going to be some sort of unkind video, where it's not going to be. There will be some places in this video where I will give constructive feedback, and then towards the end I'm going to share with everybody what I believe is the best Lego YouTube video that has ever been made. I absolutely love it, and I think it is the perfect Lego YouTube video out there, and I will explain why. So let's talk about it. If I had to guess, there are plenty of people out there that are thinking about becoming a Lego content creator on YouTube and other social media platforms. Is this a good idea? Well, if I were to say no, which to be honest is what I would like to say, I think I would be considered a gatekeeper, so I don't want to do that. But if I did have some close friends or a couple close family members and they had interest in that, I would tell them that this probably would not be the best idea. And here's why. Right now you're looking at Google Trends. I do, as you can see, have at the top Lego reselling, Lego investing, and just Lego. And you can see right here, when it comes to Lego reselling and investing, it is way down below. Lego investing and reselling is more of a narrower niche category that there's a grind, let me tell you to it. There's a serious grind to it. Now on this slide right here, I did put in NFL right here, and I do understand that putting NFL into Google Trends may be looked at as somewhat of an extreme thing to do because it is so vastly popular. But you can see right here, and this, we're going back 30 days, right? So this is probably every Sunday, if I had to guess. I'm pretty certain that is every Sunday or every Monday, right? You could see that NFL is a lot more popular than Lego and Lego reselling and investing. The problem with that is there are a ton of NFL YouTube channels out there, or football in general YouTube channels out there, right? So if you wanted to be a YouTube content creator, my advice wouldn't be to go into Lego. My advice would be to find a sweet spot somewhere in the middle where there is a very popular topic and maybe there aren't a lot of YouTube channels in that space. You kind of want to find the sweet spot, right? So that would be my recommendation, but this is a Lego channel and we are talking about Lego content creating, so we're just going to continue to talk about that. So it has been my experience that there are three types of YouTube content creators out there, right? There are the workers, the ones that put in the hours. I consider myself in that category. A lot of times they may post weekly if you count the long form and the short form content like the YouTube shorts or TikToks, things of that nature. You also have the hobbyists out there, and the hobbyists are cool. That's pretty much how I started my first Lego YouTube channel. It was more of a hobby. I just put out videos whenever I wanted to. I didn't care about subscribers. I didn't even monetize it at the time. I really don't think I monetized that channel until 2020, right? These are the people that are just doing it for fun, and they are probably the one group out of the three that are maximizing the fun when it comes to content creating. And then there's the group that, to be honest, they just kind of flame out. They have high aspirations. They think they're going to be the next Lego YouTube channel that has 100,000 subscribers, and they're in it. They dive all in, and once they hit that 1,000 subscriber level and they get monetized, they usually flame out. There is a graveyard of YouTube Lego channels out there that are like this. And to be honest, if that's something you want to do and you enjoyed it, fine, but you are wasting a lot of time, especially doing Lego YouTube channels, because this is a grind. It's not just a grind for Lego reseller YouTube channels, it's a grind for the mainstream Lego YouTube channels out there also. But for the soon-to-be aspiring Lego YouTubers out there, I don't want to discourage you if this is something that you wanted to do. There have been many occasions where I've highly encouraged Patreon members to go ahead and create YouTube channels, and there have been a few that have done that. And there have also been some Lego YouTubers out there that decided to join the Patreon because they wanted to see a little bit more about what the YouTube Lego content creating process is about. So if you are a soon-to-be aspiring Lego YouTuber, what kind of content should you create? Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of guidance, and hopefully this will give you a better perspective than you already have, so you could be a little bit more successful when it comes to the Lego creator content process. Differentiate, differentiate, differentiate. I cannot stress this enough. Right now you're looking at Target.com. This is the Lego Star Wars Chewbacca figure building set. Now here's the thing. I'm sure everybody knows when this set came out, there was a lot of controversy over it. There were a lot of people that were, I don't want to say slamming it, but they were somewhat disappointed in it, right? And I agree that this set was something at the beginning was very disappointing. It still is disappointing to a certain extent, but not as much as what it was. And there were a lot of people on Instagram, on YouTube, and TikTok that would just slam this, right? And it was funny. This was good fun. This wasn't like, I mean, it was kind of negative, but it was tongue-in-cheek negative, right? And I wanted to differentiate myself from that, and I wasn't exactly sure how to do that. So instead of giving my own personal opinion on that, which there are so many opinions out there when it comes to Lego sets, does YouTube actually need one more person out there giving an opinion? Probably not. So what I did was, instead of giving my own opinion, I just looked for the most hilarious comments on Instagram and I read them out loud, and that was one way to differentiate it. I'll give you another example. So one thing, this is me personally, one thing that I just don't care to see around the holiday season on social media is everybody going to their advent calendars and let's see what day 26 is and let's see what day 13 is, right? There are so many of those out there, and here's the deal. I'm not saying they're not good. That's just not for me, right? I'm sure that there are people out there that want to see 5,000 videos of the same day 7 on the Lego Advent calendar. That's something you're going to want to differentiate, right? So hat tip to my buddy Jake from Jake's Bricks. He did something different. What he did was, he did the standard, let's see what day 8 has in the advent calendar, but what he did was he challenged himself to go ahead to see if he could assemble that micro Lego set while it was still in the bag. I thought that was pretty cool. So there are plenty of things that you can do to differentiate yourself. The last thing you want to do is just do what everybody else does. Everybody knows like clockwork, 3 days before some epic Lego set comes out, there's going to be 50 or so Lego content creators. They're going to have a gaping smile on their face, and they're mostly going to do the same canned review on certain Lego sets. You want to get away from that. You want to do something that is your own, and that will make you a lot more successful as a content creator. So let's talk about the mechanics of content creating a little bit. You should not be discouraged if you have less than 1,000 subscribers and you see other YouTubers out there that might have 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, because the way the YouTube algorithm works is everybody has a fair chance. The YouTube algorithm is not what it used to be, right? The YouTube algorithm used to be the big fish are the ones that are always promoted and things of that sort. That's not the case anymore. Right now, content is king. The quality of the content is king, and I'm going to share with you an example of that. So right now you're looking at one of Erica Kohlberg's YouTube channels. I like Erica a lot. I don't necessarily watch a lot of her YouTube videos, but I try and make sure that I watch all of her TikToks or YouTube shorts. Now she has over 20 million followers across the social media spectrum. This right here is another channel. She has over 1.9 million subscribers, but we're going to talk about this one because this one is under 100,000 subscribers. So she has 60,000 plus subscribers, which is pretty good. She has 355 videos, but when you come down here, and again, I'm not trying to be negative on Erica, I like her, I'm just sharing with you the facts. She does have some views out there that really, I don't want to say aren't great. I would say they're, to put it on as a positive spin, these are views that are very achievable for you if you are a new Lego content creator. The one she had 9 months ago has 2.2 thousand, which that's something that any Lego content creator should be able to achieve. Then there's another one that has 5.5, 1.7. So you can see right here, my opinion out of this YouTube channel, and this may have been one of the reasons why she abandoned this YouTube channel, but this YouTube channel should be getting between 10 and 20,000 views per video, and it's just not. So again, I'm sharing her video with you because these are results that any Lego YouTube content creator can achieve. So when it comes to the influencers and the labeling of influencers, there are two types of influencers out there. There are the micro influencers and there are the macro influencers. The micro influencers are the ones out there that have anywhere between 10,000 and 99,999 followers, subscribers, whatever you want to call it. And then the macros are the ones that have 100,000 or more. Now the good news is when it comes to branding deals, and we're really not going to talk about branding deals that much at all in this video, we might do it next quarter. In other spaces out there, you will see, especially on TikTok, there will be people with 7,000 followers that will have serious brand deals out there. Whereas Lego, there's usually, if I had to guess, there's only 15 to 30 at best Lego brands out there that could give lucrative brand deals. And when I say lucrative, I'm being a little bit generous. Only you can determine what the definition of lucrative is for yourself. So now that you have a little bit more of a background when it comes to Lego content creating, whether it's on YouTube or other spaces, I'm going to share a few pro tips with you that may benefit you. And some of these may be obvious, but there's a reason why I'm sharing them with you. The first one is show up and put in the work, right? If you want to be a Lego hobbyist content creator, God bless, I'm happy for you. But if you have your sights set on something now, not to say that hobbyists may not want to eventually do this full time, you're going to want to put in the work. Every time I walk into my second grader's school, there is a poster and it says 80% of success is showing up, right? And that's interesting because when I was in second grade, we had a similar poster and it said 50% of success is showing up. So it'll be interesting to see what defines success 10, 20, 30 years from now. Will it be 95% of success is showing up? But you have to show up. A second pro tip, and I'm as serious as a heart attack on this, publish mistakes. If you make a mistake during the content creating process and you say to yourself, ooh, I don't know if I should post this content now, go ahead and do it. I promise you it will benefit you. Let me share with you a brief story of why I almost have 15,000 followers on TikTok. So 11 months ago, I put together a TikTok / YouTube Shorts video and I posted it, right? Thought nothing of it. It did its usual thing, whatever. And then about a week later, I woke up and I was like, wait a second, why do I have 500 more followers, right? And I think at that time I had somewhere under 1,000. When I looked at the video, I realized that I made a mistake. When it came to an ROI percentage, I guess whenever I shot the video, I was looking at the wrong line on my notebook. And so I put in the wrong ROI. And man, there were some people, they just went after me, right? And at first I was mortified and I was like, I have to delete this video, right? But I said to myself, is this something that I really want to delete because I already had around 400 or 500 new followers? So I just let it fly. And over the course of the next 7 to 10 days, I had increased my followers by 2,500. And not only did that make me feel good, I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna repost that video in a couple months. And sure enough, I didn't get 2,500 followers again, but I did get somewhere, I think I got 500 that time. And then every time I post it again, I get somewhere around 250 followers just for that under 60 seconds bit of content that I posted 9 or 10 months ago, and I'm still benefiting from that. Another pro tip is continue to experiment with the content you're creating. You should never have a fear about not posting a particular type of content that you think may or may not work because it may not go over well, right? This is 2024. We live in a swipe left generation. People are not going to remember content that you created weeks or months ago. And speaking of experimental videos, let's talk about my 2024 retiring Lego video that I posted a couple days ago. Man, did I get slammed in the comments, right? I've been going to bed between 2 and 3 in the morning on winter break because I want to make sure my kids are in bed so I could actually have some time to do work and complete the tasks that I need to get done without interruption. So I woke up around 11:30 the morning that this video was released. And I woke up to a bunch of, I don't want to say negative comments, these are constructive feedback, I would call it that. I make it a point not to delete comments just because they disagree with me, and I have no problem deleting comments that are more or less attacking me. That's something that I'll immediately delete. But when it comes to constructive feedback, I welcome it. So I woke up to a bunch of constructive feedback, and I'm just going to read some of them to you. Someone wrote, OMG, what happened to Jim? Well, Jim's still here. Someone said, was this a parody? Someone posted, not one of your better videos, definitely. I'm sorry to disappoint you. And Manderly51 said that she did not like this presentation. So I want to apologize to you, Manderly51. I am very sorry, and I will do my best to not disappoint you ever again. So despite all of those comments where they just dogged me, and there may be an argument for that. I'm not saying that they're wrong. This video has done actually pretty well. It's ranked 4 out of my last 10 videos, which isn't bad. It's actually almost tied for 3rd. It's been toggling back between 3 and 4 out of the 10 for some time. It just happens to be at number 4 right now. So is this a type of video that I'll ever do again? I might, because it's actually ranked number 4th, but I might not. This video actually, the back end was a nightmare to make. I've never made a video like this before. It was an absolute nightmare, but I thought the final result was pretty good. The making of it was a little bit of a nightmare, and you don't even want to know the details behind it. So because this video, I could tell, is running over a lot, I'm going to share more pro tips next quarter. If you like this type of video, please let me know in the comment section below. So what I'm going to leave you with is what I feel is the best Lego YouTube video ever. And it is this one right here from the Toy Talk guys. You may not have heard from them, but if you have heard of them, you may have forgotten about them. That retiring video is exactly what I tried to replicate with this video right here. It's been between 9 months to a year since they have put any content out there. And because their YouTube channel is somewhat inactive, I did borrow most of the ideas from this video. Now, if this was a channel that produced content every week, I probably wouldn't have done that, but because there's a chance that this YouTube channel may not produce any more content in the future, I pretty much tried to pull as much as I could from this successful video and incorporated it into mine. So if you haven't seen this video and you're wanting to be a content creator, I highly encourage you to check this out. I come back and I watch this video many times a year. I think it was just a brilliant video. In addition to that, I think the description is probably the best description that I've ever seen on a YouTube video at all. And so when you go to this description, it just doesn't have chapters that have architecture, boost, brickhead, city, all that other stuff. It has keywords here, so if someone were to Google this, Lego architecture sets in 2020, there's a good chance that this video would pop up. It has it all the way down here. Now I'm going to be curious and I'm going to check some content creators out there in the future when they do retiring videos, if they do the same technique. Now in addition to this, right here, there are updates, right? So if you come to this channel and you like it so much and you want to go to the chapters, which they encourage you to do because they want you to have access to whatever theme that you're interested in the most, there's updates right here. So you could immediately click on these videos right here. This is such a brilliant YouTube video and it has received over 234,000 views. A lot of them are mine. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope if there are any aspiring Lego content creators or future aspiring Lego content creators, this video was helpful. I've actually only shared with you 2/3 of my outline because I didn't want this video to go so long. I will be doing a couple more once each quarter for the rest of the year. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. That's it, friends. As always, I'm Jim with Wolf for Bricks. Always go out there and get it.